Good day, YouTube. It is the 6th of November 2023. We are working on this approximately 2010 John Deere zero turn. It is a Z225, and we have a vehicle. We have a mower that has had an engine upgrade replacement recently, and had some issues. I got it running in a previous video. That video is just uploaded, so you can catch it just before this video. And we have some issues with the carburetor linkage. So off the bat, it doesn't choke. When I got it, the linkage was not connected. Got it all connected, and when you put the throttle all the way forward, like it is, losing my screws, in the choke position, it doesn't choke. So we have to figure out what is out of adjustment. So it's gonna be so hard to show you, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay, so this tab right here, okay, that tab is supposed to push on that linkage, okay, which would then choke this thing. Okay, the choke is spring loaded, so it'll return on its own. So only when that linkage is all the way will it push. Okay, so that white slider down there slides back and forth, and right now it should be all the way back. It's at the extent of the cable. The cable can't go farther back, but I'm thinking that the adjustment needs to go back enough to choke this carburetor. So it's gonna be impossible to film it and to move it, but I'm gonna move it and I'll bring you back and we'll see if we've accomplished what we need to accomplish. So there's a clamp back here. We're gonna loosen it. It looks like it's 5/16. Nut driver will fit it. We'll slide the whole thing back until that lever can go forward. That lever can go forward enough to push that linkage and to choke the carburetor. Here we go. All right, I adjusted the cable back. Now this tab has come a little farther forward, but it's not enough. It still lacks more than 1/8 of an inch from pushing that rod. So next, let's bend the tab. Maybe it's just been roughhoused or something in freight or shipping. See if we can adjust it like this. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. All right, it's hard to see, so you're gonna have to kind of listen how I describe it. So I bent that tab a little bit, but if I bend it too much more, it's not actually going to align. But if you notice, the linkage is going off in that direction to the right. I think I can take some bend out of it here in the middle, which will straighten it, okay, and lengthen it at the same time. So little bit by little bit, okay. So I'm going to take a little bend out of it, and that'll straighten it a little bit, and we'll improve it again. All right, guys, I have taken this whole linkage apparatus off of there. I have 2 spare engines just like this out in the shed on the shelf, and I actuated the throttle, and this lever comes farther forward on those engines than this one does. I'm speculating that this slide, that this is off a tooth. So this is how that works. You know, I can see how the teeth engage. I think it's off a tooth, and if I move that and allow that tab to come farther forward, it will then engage the choke. So again, impossible to show it, but I'm gonna see if I can do it. I think I can just take the cable off and slide this to the extreme, one or the other, and get that out of there and try to put it back. It's all I can think of, so wish me luck. On the other hand, it might just be this screw right here. That's what's stopping it from going forward. Let me take that screw out and see what's up. Possibly that screw is installed if this had a second or standalone choke cable, so they didn't have that going any farther forward. I don't know. Let me see. Alright guys, that was it. That was its issue. Go all the way to fast speed then, all the way to choke. Yep. Cool. Alright, now I gotta put that thing back together. Here we go. Okay, here's where we're at. Throttle's good. Alright, we got throttle working good. New ignition switch is ordered. Be here a couple days. I started to put the body back on. Oh, I pulled the valve cover off, double checked the valves, and sealed the valve cover back on. I snugged all the bolts up. We'll tighten them up in the morning. I ordered that missing air cleaner nut. One of them was gone when I got it. Started bolting down the body. That's what it looks like. It's got some scuff marks on it. Probably touch that up. Oop, kicking stuff. I'll probably just touch that up for now, but one day I'll just probably pull it, get new decals, and repaint it. This top piece went on with some clips. It appears. I didn't take it off. But there's only 2 clips left, and they ain't in very good shape. So I think tomorrow morning, because it's late, we'll put some nut certs in here, like 1/4-20 nut certs, and bolt that down. That will be good. So this is ordered a new. It's a 90 with a hard plastic hose that goes down in the tank, and a new grommet. Ordered a couple of them actually. What else did we get coming today? Air filters I ordered. There's no air filter element in it. It should have arrived today, so I'll bring that tomorrow and throw that in. Yeah, we're getting close. Man, if I could get that stuff quickly, we could try this out. I think the rain's supposed to let up tomorrow, so yeah, might be able to go ahead and clean that tank out tomorrow though. Got to do that anyway because of that explosion of that little tube that went down there. The thing just fell in a million pieces. Now it once was a clean tank, now it's all dirty. So I pump it back out and cleaned it out, and just maybe extend this with a 1/4-inch fuel line, kind of seal it up. And we could temporarily put it kind of back together just so we could try it out, make sure the rest of this thing works okay. I was looking for new grips for this. Excuse me, because that one's ugly. I didn't find them, but I wonder if they're nothing more than one of these. So we'll look at that tomorrow, see what that is. I don't like that. If it's nice, we could take the mystery machine and put it outside and put this up on the lift, get a look underneath. I'm not sure what there is to grease, but we'll look at that. We can look at fixing these lights and air up the tires, stuff like that. So this thing's getting pretty close, I think. You know, we don't have any hours on it or anything to be sure the engine's good, but it does start right up now that it has choke. I'll prove it. That's choke. Key is so messed up. Yep. It's a little lean, I must say. That carburetor's a little lean. We'll let it run a bit tomorrow. Okay, guys, we'll catch you tomorrow. It'll just be a few seconds, and we'll do what we can on this thing. Got some other stuff to get done tomorrow too. Tomorrow's Tuesday. All right, it is the next day. Here's what I'd like to do today. I'd like to ride this today, see if it mows. I think the weather's gonna cooperate today. I don't think it's gonna rain too much. And well, I'd like to make sure the thing runs and rides. I've already ordered all the parts and such for it, but so to do that, I need to get that gas tank cleaned out, because that tube just exploded in there. You see the parts? So I got the pump in here. So let's pump that tank out. I'll get it cleaned out. I got the air filter for it, so we can get that put in. It's right here on the shelf. I actually got 4 of them. I put the other 3 in the small engine shed. So I do have a small list that I started yesterday. Gas tank pickup tube. Okay, the pickup tube's ordered. We're going to temporary it in though today. Drain and clean the fuel tank, doing that right now. The ignition switch is at best a couple days out. We're gonna have to live with what we got. Fix the lights. I'll put that off for another day. He mentioned that the PTO stop, and I've seen a video on YouTube on that also. The PTO underneath, it engages into the deck or something, like there's a hole and that strips out or something. Anyway, and then the air filter's here, so we're gonna be able to hang, kind of deal with most of the stuff on this list today. All sets of tires. I am going to run and get a battery for this thing. That battery's not the greatest. And yeah, it just will be new. This will be the 5th battery I bought at Walmart this month. Not kidding. One for my 36 truck over there. A Group 24 for that. And I picked up a garden tractor battery for the Cushman and for one of the John Deeres, and then for this one. So that'd be the 4th battery this month. Crazy. Okay, so let me get this gas tank cleaned out. I might use a vacuum cleaner or something on it to get all that stuff out of there. I had it cleaned once. I'll get this battery out of here. I'll go get a battery. I'll probably pick up some non-ethanol fuel. I have some, but I don't have a ton. And we'll get this thing back together, that tank piece back together. I'll finish bolting this on. Oh yeah, I got to put the rivet nuts or nut certs in this, get this bolted down. Probably use 1/4-20. So got a few things to do, but in a couple hours or something, I'd like to have this ready to mow. All right, here we go. Gang, I've cleaned the gas tank out. I had 2 gallons or thereabouts of non-ethanol fuel. That's all I had here. I'll go get some later, but I put what I had in it. We have to, I'm gonna put nut certs in here, or rivet nuts, if you will. The hole is bigger than a 1/4-inch rivet nut would take, so we got to drill the holes to 1/2 inch. Use a 5/16 rivet nut 4 times. That'll be good. So let's drill those out. We'll get that bolted on. Again, I'm anxious to try it out, so I'll do a battery later today. Break out some new gloves, I guess. These are done. Put the new air filter element in. Grab the rivet nuts. Sure pays to have a stock of these on hand, because you never know when you're going to need them. You have them and you need them, you'll use them. And they're awesome. And they're easy to use, they're quick. What an upgrade, right? From those clips. Right. Now we need to bolt that down. Yes, bolt it down. So there we are, nice and solid. There we go. All right, let me button this up. And just like that, that's all back together. Everything is tight. We're good to go there. So it's trying to sprinkle a little bit right now, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna go get the bagger and let's get that system put on, shall we? All right, we got the chute part. There's a little rubber snubber that holds those pieces together and it is broken. So I'll have to go on and find that thing. I suspect it's the same on many grass catcher. All right, let me go get the big part of it. All right, this had this little brace that comes back, bolts here, so I went and got some longer bolts, but boy, that's a sturdy one. Now then, I had to take this off. Now maybe it goes back on. Do I have to do that? I don't know. There. There we go. Still got grass in them bags. Hang one there. That rubber thingy gone too. Yeah. Okay, grass catcher's on. It did stop raining, so let's unhook the battery charger. All right, battery charger's unhooked. Will it do things? I gotta put the transaxle freewheeler thingies in. One. 1, 2, 3. Are we ready? We're gonna hit anything? Will it run? Guess we'll find out. Chokage. Practice with this a minute, then I'll bring you along. Sun's coming out. Alright, I made a few successful rounds around the yard out there, and then it started missing and dying. I just made it into here, and it actually died a couple of times. Thinking it's fuel, and I hadn't swapped the fuel pump yet. I think I got one ordered, but it hadn't come in yet. But I had 3 other new ones on the shelf of unknown quality, but they were new, so I just put one in. Let's see if it will run. Got a little mixed up video, sorry about that. Here we go. Alright, it's mowing, and it's not dying, so that fuel pump was the issue. But I'm glad I had a few on the shelf. Guys, the really sharp turns, it's been raining and raining, so the grass is really wet. But it is bagging, but I was tearing it up, turning so sharp. So, but I have no experience with these, so she's bagging. So yeah, I'll finish up a little mowing with it, and we'll got a few little things to finish up, but I think I've shown everything needs to be shown. The really cool thing is it runs, it drives, it mows, and now we just got a little fine tuning on this thing, and we got a machine. Then I got to see if I like the machine enough to let my snapper rear engine rider go. That's a tough one. I love that machine. It's just right for a lot of this stuff, but this thing's pretty cool too. So guys, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate a thumbs up, please, a thumbs up. Let some more people see this video. Comment on the video, and I will catch you in the comments section in the morning, and we'll see you on the next video.